Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
The Cult there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 27 minutes past 5 o'clock. Now, Mogi was just regaling us with a story of the recycling man who comes around at about 4:30 in the morning to pick up all the glass recycling, bottles, etc., etc.
Out of the wheelie bin from across the road. It's been going on for 6 months, Jase, twice a week, on and off as my complaints sort of heard and then ignored.
Yes.
So on Saturday morning, 4:30, it happened again. I went out onto the street naked to confront the driver and sort it out once for all. Turns out that he was humongous. 6'5". He potentially had a humongous downstairs as well. That's what I thought as soon as I saw him.
Don't assume that.
No, that's what I assumed.
Yes.
So I capped my downstairs to hide it from him. And then I couldn't really have an argument about him or a discussion about the issues that I had with him picking up the bottles because he didn't speak any English. So I was made to feel inadequate, both physically and emotionally, and I just sort of went back inside with a mangina.
Now, my question is going to seem obvious because this is a scenario you've actually talked about more than once.
Oh, yeah.
And in every scenario that you've come out naked. Okay?
Oh.
You've come out naked in this scenario and confronted said recyclers.
Yeah.
I noted in the last story that you told, you said as you were coming out of the bedroom, you grabbed your phone.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, why is it that Mogi is going out butt naked when you could grab a pair of undies, for example, or indeed a pair of shorts, or indeed a towel and wrap that around you? Why is it that you go out naked? Is it for an effect, or is it because you're so enraged you forget you're naked? What is the reasoning behind the nudity?
I'll tell you. What other situations have I been naked?
Every time you've gone out to there, you've been out there before naked.
I've only been on my lawn.
Yes,
behind
naked.
Yeah, that's right. Because I wanted to see, I need to get out there before the truck leaves. Is my thinking. But this time, the reason was I wanted to be naked.
Sure.
Because I wanted to make the driver feel uncomfortable. That backfired. The reason why I took the phone was because I was going to record the conversation with him.
Yes.
But when I saw that he was 6'5", I didn't want to record me getting my ass kicked.
Sure. Can I ask, though, in terms of... So you went out there naked because you wanted him to feel uncomfortable.
I thought... How often has this guy ever had anybody come out and have a conversation when they've been naked?
Sure.
And to me, it's a better story if I'm out there naked. If I've got shorts on or a towel, it's not as good a story, is it?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So you went out there naked to a certain degree for content?
Well, absolutely for content, but also for the reaction.
Sure. And can I ask, in terms of you being naked and wanting him to feel uncomfortable, what was the end result you were perceiving?
The end result?
Well, what were you thinking? He's seeing you naked, your tiny downstairs, your little button mushroom.
This will show him, yeah.
He's awkward.
Yeah.
What are you achieving with that?
I'm just having a conversation with him.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm being interrogated, but I'm not sure why.
No, you certainly are. Jase has gotten a bit of an interrogation.
I don't know what's going on here.
Was it like the fact that I'm naked shows that I've jumped out of bed and I've been so disturbed?
Fellas, I didn't give it much thought. You guys are putting more thought into it than I have put into it. I got out of bed to go and talk to the guy who has been waking me up over a period of 6 months.
Yeah.
I sleep naked. That's all there is to it.
No, but I know.
Did you think I was going to make love to him or something, Jason? I'm not sure.
No.
But the place you're coming from is like I had some big idea. But it's literally, I sleep naked, I've been woken up by the truck, I go outside to talk to the driver.
No, the place I'm coming from is it would take you 10 seconds to wrap a towel around you.
But what do you care?
Well, I don't. But
well, you sound like you do.
Well, no, I'm just intrigued by it.
I am as well.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued by the fact that you don't do that.
Naked. Yeah.
I wouldn't go out naked.
No, I bet you wouldn't, fellas. But I did.
Right. Okay. Oh, that's what I was
the reason why I did
about.
is because to me, it's more interesting to me if I go out and see his reaction like that. The worst thing that could happen to me did. The guy was absolutely humongous.
Sure.
And so straight away it hasn't worked out. If he could speak English, it might have been more interesting as well. But because he couldn't speak English, I've got no conversation with him at all. And all I've done is gone out there naked, felt inadequate myself, and ended up going inside with no answers and progressed it not at all.
You see, I'm just saying it from my perspective. If I went out naked, I'd already feel vulny.
Yeah, well, I don't, Jase. And I don't know why you would, because you talk about having such a massive massive downstairs. So it seems to me that maybe one of those things isn't true.
Well, I was just curious as to the naked side of it.
But why would you feel inferior if you've got such a massive downstairs?
Jase, do you have a massive downstairs or not?
I mean, that's a given. I don't need to show it off.
No, you don't.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Sublime there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday evening.
Hey, fellas, when it comes to microwave etiquette, do you have any?
No.
Or are you like my wife where...
I've got a little bit.
Well, actually, yeah, same, a little bit.
So my wife will just get, she wants to heat up some baked beans in a bowl. Let's just use that as an example. She'll put it in the microwave. Not only will she not put in like a minute, she'll just push 10 minutes and just open it when her vibe is right that they're probably cooked.
Yeah.
She'll just open it, so there's always a random time on the microwave. That hurts me to my core. There is a reason there are time settings on there. It can cook it perfectly for you. You can look up the perfect amount of time to cook it, the perfect temperature. You can nail it. So the other day I was cooking some chicken breast from a roast chicken, reheating the next day. Put it in a bowl, tore it apart, put a little bit of gravy on it to add moisture, put it on low heat settings for 2 minutes. It was cooked beautiful. It was succulent. And she's like, you're shagging around there, doing all these extra things. Just put it in and nuke it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my sort of a vibe is I'm very picky and I just insist that it gets thrown in there and nuked.
Yes.
That's what I'm picky about because for me, I get very annoyed by people that use the other settings. I'm very picky about that.
See, I feel like you're the
opposite. For me, it's high, goes in high, 1 minute. Everything can be cooked on high for a minute.
What if you're like,
everything.
what if you've got some butter that's slightly too hard and you just want to be able to spread it?
10 seconds.
No, he just said high for a minute.
You put it high for a minute and then you stop it after 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Hang on,
So you stand there and then you open it.
I'm slightly different from you, Mogi, though I agree with you. High.
Yes.
But my range is 30 seconds to 2 minutes, dependent upon what I do. But what I like to do too is say, for example, using your example, Keyzie, I had a bowl of baked beans.
Yeah.
I don't cover the bastards. I like them to splatter and explode because
that's my feeling.
I want my microwave, when I open it up, to be just a cave of filth.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That is just has splatter all through it.
You want stalactites hanging down from the roof.
Exactly.
That are just all different meals.
It's like when you used to have little sort of, bongs or whatever. It's got that residue in there.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That sounds horrid.
Oh, no. No, it's good. And, I completely agree. And I think it's one of those things, you always want to have your microwave on a bench. I know oftentimes people have it up high.
That's where mine
it might
is.
be above a fridge.
Yeah.
Sure.
For example, when you put up the trouble with that is you open the door, you can see inside it, you can see the filth.
See the roof.
If you have it lower down on your kitchen bench sort of height, you push open, you can't see into it, you can't see the filth.
Right.
So you just take your bowl or your cup, you place it inside, you close the door, you're none the wiser. Start it, let it splatter all over the place, open the door, reach in, take it out.
See,
no harm, no foul. Now, why should I clean it? I don't know that it's dirty.
Because it's
I
down
haven't
low.
looked in it since we bought it.
And you've got nuclear sort of reactions going on there, so you're not going to get any kind of disease. And also,
it's electro.
My microwave,
it's not radiation.
My microwave, Mogi, is belly button height.
Oh, yes.
So it's in my pantry there. And so when I open it, I can see right into that bastard.
Yes.
And it's...
Right.
It's disgusting.
So maybe I'm wrong then because mine's up at eye level. I cover it. I'll select the exact heat. I'll adjust it because microwave's high is different. If you've got an 1800 watt microwave, it's going to be hotter than a 1400.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What is going on about, Keyzie?
A microwave is a microwave.
Right.
Dirt. Dun.
I'm amazed you're still married, actually.
Why? God, this is she-hard. Shit, this is a tune, eh, fellas?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yeah, yummy boys. Chemical Brothers there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show. Now, Keyzie inadvertently again dropped an F-bomb on the show. We asked if you heard it on 3483. We've had quite a response to that.
On the Northwestern, after a lovely day with the kids for my son's 4th birthday. I'm a FIFO worker. That means I work in the mines, Jase.
Sure.
So I don't get much quality time with my children. All was great until Keyzie dropped an F-bomb on the radio. Now my kids are in tears. What a way to ruin a great day, Keyzie. Cheers from a disappointed father.
Can I just say that I didn't drop an F-bomb and we played the audio to prove that. And there's more text on 3483. All now are in the draw for a Tui prize pack, which I hate, by the way.
Sadly, mate, the damage has been done.
Yeah.
So whether you did it or not, it's beside the point.
Someone here's text through, get rid of the effing F-bombs, Keyzie, and enough buzzy talk. Cheers.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Yeah. Well, you followed that up with Titty Chat. And
I was talking about the Tittery, the boat that they went out.
Sure.
T-I-R-I.
But look, you know, as they say, play the tape, and we played the tape, and it was pretty clearly an F-bomb.
Effing oath, Keyzie did mouth like a filthy sewer rat, he does. I'm just going to play the audio again, just to reiterate that I did not swear.
I just did not stop laughing.
Okay, now...
The more I listen to it.
So the more I listen to it, the more damning it is.
Yeah, but you guys want it to be damning. It was like that. I caught myself.
Please don't do it again,
I went
mate.
full stop, and then I laughed like, and then I said, okay, which when put together sounds like, okay.
Oh, you did it again.
No,
but
I did
listen,
not.
Okay, well, you know, these things happen on live radio, Keyzie, and I'm not going to have a go. Yeah, I've occasionally slipped myself.
Yeah, it does happen, man, although that does make the fifth time that you've done that this calendar month.
Sorry, that was not counted. That's not a swear.
Wow. I mean, it's certainly got an asterisk beside it.
Okay, hang on. This isn't the straw, but let me just listen to it one more time.
I just did not stop laughing.
Okay, now... See, it's fine. It's totally fine. We're in the clear. And now I'd like to tell everyone about the Kumu Classic Car and Hot Rod Festival. If
Yes.
that's okay.
Sure, man.
That's going to be happening.
If you can keep the F-bomb out of your mouth.
Yeah, because especially when we're doing advertising stuff, we don't want
that's
you.
critical.
We've got clients, Keyzie. They don't need an F-bomb in the middle of your admin spiel.
This isn't an admin spiel. This is something I naturally wanted to bring up on the radio.
Okay, yeah. Sweet.
You F-wits. The Kumu Classic Car and Hot Rod Festival. It's happening in January the 17th, 18th and 19th. It's a 3-day affair over the weekend there. I grew up going to this festival for about 15 years in a row. I was there. Classic cars, hot rods, old bikes and things. It is bloody ripper. If you're into cars in any way and you haven't been, you have to go, and you just got to keep an ear out because over the next sort of 30 mins or so, we're going to play a big show honker. And just a warning, it is a horn that sounds like this. With a cue to call, give us a ring on 0800 Hauraki, and you could win flights for you and a mate to come up and a free accommodation as well.
All come down.
All come down. Jase, thanks.
Yeah. Hey, in the meantime, here's the red hot chili peppers.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed, a bit of Nirvana for you there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show. Thank you. The time is 10 minutes past 4 o'clock.
Fellas, do you ever do those, you put together like an errand list, right? And you go, today I'm going to go knock them all out.
I can honestly say I've never done that, Keyzie.
Yeah, no,
ever
that checks out.
in my life.
That
You've
checks
never
out.
made,
An errand list.
Really?
No.
But like, so you have to go out and buy a whole lot of stuff. So, I've got to go to Mitre 10, go get this and this. I'm going to go here, Repco or something, go get this. And I may as well do it all at once.
Right.
And so I had a big list of things to do. It was 5 things actually.
Wow,
I had
that
to
is
go,
a big list.
I had to buy a feeler gauge, which is a tool which I'll be using for when
Everybody knows what that is.
Yeah.
I'm working on my motorbike. It's just for people that might not know.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
I had to go buy a nut because there's a bolt on my truck where the nut fell off it.
This is good.
I had to go get another nut. I had to go get some USA dollars out for my holiday over the summertime.
USA.
Mogie's in one of those moods again, by the way.
I had to go book my motorbike license.
You had to what?
Go into VTNZ and say, hey, I'd like to book my learner's license at some point.
Did you show them your helmet?
No, I didn't.
Do you need a license for that bike, though?
Jase.
Well, it just looks more like a sort of toy one.
No, you do need it.
Oh, you do need a license. Okay.
I just prefer to be, just in case I upgrade it to a full-size man's one.
Yeah, sure.
It's better to have the license there. And then I had to pick up my slippers from the repair shop. So I was like, I'll start by going to Repco and I'll go get this tool. It says it's in stock. I get there. There's no parks. Have to park around the corner, walk in there just as I start walking in there.
How far away was it?
I probably had to park 50 metres away.
Oh,
wow.
50.
Jesus.
Which is fine. But
That's
it was like
full on, man.
But it was like, oh, that's weird. Walk in there. Just as I walk in, pretty much all the cars leave. And I'm like, oh, okay, is it going to be one of those days, is it?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Go in there. It says online that the feeler gauge is there. I get there, it's not there.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's just outrageous.
And then I say, where's
God.
the feeler gauge? It says it's here online. The guy's like, nah, we don't have it. Sorry, man. And the guy is like 12. And he didn't know what the feeler gauge was.
Are you kidding?
Which is crazy.
What a moron.
Because everyone knows
God.
Who
what
doesn't know what a feeler gauge is?
So I show him my nut.
Gauges all your feelers.
Yeah, I show him my nut that I need.
Yeah.
He's like, we don't have nuts.
Did you show him your helmet?
Nah, I didn't take my helmet with me, Mogi.
Can I ask, how did you show him your nut?
Well, I showed him my bolt. And I said, do you have a nut for this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. So no, and I had a feeling they wouldn't have. That's fine. So I was like, okay, fine. I'll go to Mitre 10 then. So I get to Mitre 10. They've got the feeler gauge there. Can't find it. It says online. No,
That's so good.
It says online. It's in bay 21, aisle something. I go there, and all the bays and aisles are all around the wrong way.
Are you kidding me?
You're joking.
Oh,
So I'm
this is
walking
going
around
from
like
bad
an
to
idiot.
Bloody
worse.
outrageous.
But aren't you...
What?
Nothing.
I'm walking around like an idiot.
Yeah.
I can't find it, even though it
Standy.
says exactly where it is. Finally find it. Find the right nut.
Sweet. Nah.
Get up to the counter to pull out the bolt and the nut, and I've dropped the nut somewhere.
Right, okay.
And I'm
that's your fault.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, sorry, I've dropped the nut somewhere. It must have fallen out of a hole in my pocket or something. I just dropped nuts in the frickin' Mitre 10. And then I'm like, you're not going to charge me for that. And they're like, oh, we probably should. And I was like, it was like 13 cents. So I had a bit of it was kind of a hoity-jay type situation, actually.
Yeah.
Anyway, they ended up finding me another nut. That was fine. Went to VDNZ to book my motorbike license. Forgot my little certificate that says I have basic handling skills.
Oh,
We
no.
all know you've got handling skills, Keyzie.
And I was like,
Every Christmas party we see that.
Jase, I was like, look, here's a photo of me holding it, because I sent a funny photo of me holding it to my wife to be like, look, I graduated. Motorbike college. And she's like, no, you need to bring the actual thing in. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Oh,
blow
no.
out.
Jeez, this is terrible,
The whole
Keyzie.
thing was just an absolute shambles. And on the way home, I ordered a burger online, stopped to pick it up. I ordered it to the wrong store.
Oh, my God.
It was just one of those days, fellas, you know?
How'd you go with your
Yeah,
slippers?
were they your orthopedic slippers
Yeah,
or
that's the ones,
another
yeah.
sort of slippers?
They needed the insoles replaced.
Right, okay.
And they have to be done by a specialist dude who's got, like a
Yeah.
Because you kept face planting in those all the time, eh?
Yeah. So it was just a shambles.
well.
It was just one of those days.
It can happen to the best of us, Keyzie, man. I try not to let it get to you.
Yeah.
Totally, man. Just let it go, Keyzie.
Yeah.
Get over it, Keyzie.
Well, at least now I know what it's like to have one regular day in Jase's life.
That's right.
Exactly, man.
That's right.
I felt like a walking shambles the whole day.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.